Good morning, everyone. I am up getting my coffee. It's about 6:30 a.m. Today I'm going to do what I eat in a day. Let's do it. I'm up in my office getting ready to do a Zoom call for coaching, and then I have to make a little Patreon video. And I already had 2 cups of coffee today with heavy cream. I always have coffee in the mornings, usually 2 cups of coffee with some heavy cream, and I'm having some water now with some electrolytes. I'm drinking Element grapefruit. It's about 9:30. I haven't had anything to eat yet. I don't eat my first meal until I feel hungry. I used to be in a habit back over 3 years ago, getting up first thing in the morning, having my oatmeal breakfast, and then I would just continue to eat throughout the day, all the way into the night. It was just a very different pattern than I do now. A lot of people ask me if I intermittent fast, and I do to a certain degree, but I don't watch the clock. I listen to my body and what my body's telling me, and usually I don't get hungry until around 11 or so. I used to be a real stickler when it came to starting my eating window. I would wait till a certain time, even if I was feeling really hungry. But now I'm more relaxed and I just listen to my hunger cues. I've had a lot of new people for the month of January join my Facebook group, my Patreon group, and here on YouTube, some new subscribers. I've had some people reach out and ask me questions on how do I get started on this. I do have a playlist down below, Keto 101. I did a whole series on how to do keto. I'm going to tell you what I do in a nutshell. So the first thing that I do is I restrict carbs. I keep my carbs under 20 total grams a day, which causes me to eat very heavy meat-based. That way I can eat a lot of food. I can feel nice and full. I don't feel deprived. And so carb restriction is the number one thing. The second thing is protein is my best friend. Every meal, my plate is mostly protein, and then I'll have a little area where I can have a little bit of vegetables if I want, or a little bit of cheese on the side. But every single meal, I make sure that it is protein dominant. Third thing I eat very clean ingredients, as clean as I possibly can. When I am home, I really watch a lot of the ingredients that we bring into the house. When you go out to restaurants, it's kind of hard to gauge that. I had someone ask me the other day, I had posted a picture of some pork rinds that we got at a restaurant that were deep fried, fresh in the restaurant. And someone had asked me, do you worry about seed oils in the restaurants? For myself personally, I have decided to let that part go and not worry so much about it. You can go to a restaurant and request that they fry your eggs in butter, but a lot of times they use griddles that have been seasoned with seed oils. So I have decided to not stress about those things. If I let it, it would overtake me and I would be completely consumed with worry about it. But I have decided to do my best and let God do the rest. We do like to go out and enjoy ourselves and go out to dinner, go out to breakfast. And that is something that I can't completely control, and I've come to terms with it. But for the most part, when I am home, when I'm grocery shopping, I make sure I read all of the labels, I look at all of the ingredients, and I make sure that it's a good choice for me. Everybody needs to do what works best for them. But I've just found a place in life where I can settle in and enjoy myself and feel great. The first thing I do is restrict my carbs. The second thing is I eat protein like it's going out of business. And the third thing is I eat as clean ingredient as I possibly can. I have eliminated grains, sugar, ultra-processed foods, and for the most part, seed oils. I can only do what I can do, right? So I'm going to show you my shirt real quick before I get off of here. I have LCR, Low Carb Revelation merch over in my Etsy shop. And I also am adding some very fun things over there as well. I have some old wooden vintage dough bowls that I'm going to be adding over there that are great for making the Caesar salad in. You all have seen how I season the bowl before I put the salad in and then add our dressing. So those bowls are going to be over there. I also am thinking about listing some fun stuff over there. I've been cleaning out my jewelry cabinet and things, and I'm going to be listing some of my old jewelry there. I'll show you my shirt because I've had people ask me how long these are, where they hit. These shirts are Bella Canvas, which is a really nice brand. They're really soft. They're great material. I've washed this one a couple times and it's great. So the length on this hits me, I'm 5'8", all right? And the length hits me mid-hip, all right? And this one says, all I need is coffee and a whole lot of Jesus. And I love this one. I love V-necks. Link for my Etsy shop will be down in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and do my coaching call. I'll be back when I have my first meal to let you know what I'm having. Don't know what that is yet, but I'll be sure to let you know. See you then. All right, so I am making a Nespresso coffee. We're getting ready to have breakfast. Ed's making some omelets. And this is a little pod called Malazio. This is my favorite. I haven't tried all of the Nespresso flavors, but I've tried quite a few. And this one I always go back to. I actually have different flavors, but I always use the Malazio. I have some 2% Fairlife milk in here, frothed up, and I'm gonna pour some of this in here. All right, I just wanted to scrape out some of that foam and I didn't want to put all of that in here, so. All right, this is my little cappuccino. I'm gonna go over there and get a little sprinkle of cinnamon to put on top. And let's go check out the omelets. We're gonna have ham and cheese and onion and bacon stuffed omelets. And I have some avocado here. And I put some of this chili lime seasoning on it. So good. Goes great with that. Have the other half with dinner tonight with our steak tacos. Got my coffee here. My little cinnamon. I got a little crazy with the cinnamon, but let's go over and say hi to Manna while we are waiting for our omelet. Hey, Manna. Hi. Hi, pretty baby. Hello. Come here. What? Manna really likes having her little view out the window. We moved her cage over here after we took down our Christmas tree, and she faces out all the time now. She likes her view. Omelet time. Thank you. Looks delicious. All right, this is my first meal of the day. This is Manna's breakfast. She's having some of my eggs. She loves scrambled eggs and peas and carrots. Eggs, come on, baby. Protein. Okay, so I just pulled some sirloin tip steak out of the freezer. This is going to be our dinner tonight, and I'm going to show you how I made really delicious steak tacos the other night. We have to do a repeat. They were so good. Ed went to run an errand, and I need to go to the post office and check my P.O. box. My P.O. box is right next door to my favorite little thrift store, so I do have a bag of stuff that I need to drop off, and I might run inside, see if I can find anything interesting. Delicious breakfast, by the way. Ed makes the best omelets. And so we're good. We're good for a few hours. There's something about having a high protein meal that carries you for a few hours, and that really helps cut the snacking out because you're just not hungry. So if you're trying to do this, my advice is to make sure that you're eating enough. A lot of us have been conditioned to eat small meals throughout the day, but just try having a nice big protein packed breakfast and see if that doesn't take you longer through the day and help you to curb the snacking in between breakfast and dinner. I just told Sapphira that she gets to go with me on the car ride. You want to go on the car ride? Let's go. Yay! I want to show you all this tree. This tree was not like this before. We've noticed this over the past month or so that it's leaning, and this is a little road that we get out of, and I just wanted to show you. We have a good storm that's going down. This is one of our neighbors' property. They're not up here right now. So typically up here, when trees fall, which is very common, neighbors will gather around with chainsaws and saw it up. But yeah, that's just really scary hanging over the road like that. Right, we are back from town and we're just down here on the ice, walking around, letting Sapphira run around for a few minutes, run off some energy. And I noticed across the lake here, there's a family here and they are cleaning off the ice. They got a hockey net set up and they're playing hockey down there. That's really cool. And Sapphira, come on. Come on, baby. She likes to get in there and sniff around. So today's walk is going to be very short because it's windy and cold, and I just have one of these vests on. It's long, but when I go shopping, I like to wear just like a vest over a hoodie because I get too hot in the stores. So we just got out of the car and came right down here, and woo-wee, it is cold. Really freaks some of you guys out. I'm going to go on the four-wheeler on the ice on the lake. But don't be scared. There's other snowmobilers and four-wheelers out there.
Don't drown.
I almost forgot how to do this.
Red button. Yeah, just go.
How do I stop?
The other side. Yeah.
I forgot. Okay.
Come on, do some stunts. What a dork.
It's too cold on the face. That is fun, but man, is it cold. Okay, that was fun, but man, that wind just hitting you in the face, whew, so cold. Somebody did a donut right here. Not me. Sapphira, come here. Come here, baby. Well, that was so fun, but I am frozen. I have my heated throw heating up, and I'm making some tea. We're going to be having a cup of this Harney & Sons hot cinnamon spice tea. Tastes like red hot candy. It's so good. So I'm heating up the water now, and we're going to get cozy for a little bit. When I make dinner, I'll be back to show you how I make my steak tacos. I have my sirloin tip steaks here in this big iron skillet. I've had this iron skillet for many, many years. My mother-in-law got me this skillet when we first got married. I've had this for a long, long time, and I use it for things like this. I have my oven preheating right now to 375 degrees. I have some taco seasoning from Redmond's, and make sure it's open here. I'm just gonna sprinkle this taco seasoning on these steaks, and then I'm gonna do it on both sides. I'm just gonna let them bake in the oven until they are nice and tender. Last time I did this, I cooked them for about an hour or so, covered it with aluminum foil, and then let it finish cooking until it was super tender. You can do this with chuck roast, is really good. I've done that. You can do it with different roasts, round steak, any kind of steaks really. So these are going in the oven as soon as this gets to 375. So I'll be back. All right, look at that big old pile of meat. This is going to be like enough for us to have some tacos and maybe some omelets tomorrow. So came out really good. And Ed is warming up some tortillas over here. We got all the fixings ready.
We're gonna build our tacos and I'll be right back.
All right, so I have 2 Egg Life wraps here. These are just the plain Egg Life wraps. Steak, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of salsa. I get my salsa from Costco. Let's see what else. Some red onion. And I have some avocado here with some of the chili lime seasoning on it. Got some tahini pork rinds. Ed's building his over here. I got a lime sparkling water, and that's gonna be dinner. So as I was saying earlier, this meal is protein packed with the Egg Life wraps, all of the meat, a little bit of garnished condiments on the side, and it's gonna be really good, really filling. And then that's gonna be it for the rest of the night. It is almost 5 o'clock, so we're pretty much done after this. If I want anything, I might slip on some mint tea or something like that, but that's gonna be it. So we're gonna go ahead and go and eat our dinner. Make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up. See you soon, God bless.